This is our first show.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the first edition of
Ruby Lips
and Lavender Martinis.
Yes. So this is where you come to hear relationship advice, right?
Yeah.
We will sit here. We will break down things in pop culture, reality TV. My name is Andrea, and I am a licensed psychotherapist. And your name is
Celeste Johnson, and I am not.
You are reality.
Yeah.
Just straight, no chaser.
Voice.
Yes, a powerful voice.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yes.
Everybody. Yeah.
And then what's your hashtag? Because
what would CJ do?
What would CJ do? Which stands for
what would Celeste Johnson do? Because you want to know.
That's
what I would do. I always have good answers.
You do.
99.9%
times
of the time. The rest of them are fucked up, but 99.9, I'm on it.
But we usually have great discussions.
Yeah.
Sometimes we agree.
Yeah.
But then sometimes we don't.
True.
But we love each other through it.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are hoping that y'all come back and talk to us and maybe send us some questions sometimes, right? So we can talk about it. If it's a show that you want us to see and you want our opinions,
yes,
we're here.
We love reality TV. We love a good new show to follow. So introduce us to some that you think that we should watch, and definitely we will weigh in on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So since we already started this show before, but this is like the official posting, we have some questions because we asked the audience to send us some questions.
We did.
Okay.
And boy, we got a lot.
Yeah, we did get a lot of questions, but we're gonna handle a few today. 3 questions.
3.
Okay. 3 questions. Right. All right. So.
We all ready to roll?
Yeah, we ready to roll. Our producer.
All right.
T-Dog.
Okay. All right. You call it T-Money.
T-Money. There you go. Yeah, that's better. T-Money. Yeah, so T-Money kind of pulls everything together. She doesn't really like to get on camera.
No. But she keeps us in order.
She does when she shows up.
She does. And if she does it, we are off the rails, and you will know. You can say like, "Oh, T-Money must not be there."
She wasn't there. She must not be in town. Yeah.
So, I want to go into the background of our name, because at first we were A. Wise Brown with Celeste Johnson stuff. So I do want to go into the background of our name.
Okay.
So it took us a second to come up with the name. We wanted something, that was cool, that represented both of us, but wasn't so obvious. So every time you see a video, you have seen a video where Andrea and I are a part of it, whether it be with Lance over at 3V Nation or with our own channel, you will notice that Andrea's lips are always ruby red.
Always. Yes. And even when I do little TV spots as an expert, my lips are always red because I want you to listen to what I'm saying.
Watch my lips.
Yes. And drum roll.
Maybe not in every video, but in some. I like to have a martini. My favorite martini, or the martini that I have been obsessed with for a while, is the lavender martini. They're rare, and they come in different mixtures. And so my quest is to find the best one. So if you want to send me your recipe so I can try it out, I will try it. But this is my thing. I love martinis, my favorite drinks, but lavender martinis are my favorite. So there you go.
It's cool. And just to circle back, and then lavender is my favorite color.
Yeah.
So that was.
I like lavender too.
You like it too? Look at your nails.
Yeah, lavender nails. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a hippie.
Is it?
Yeah,
No.
lavender is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, purple. So purple and lavender. And purple is a royal color.
Right.
It's just my favorite.
Yeah. So it all tied in together.
Ties in together.
I don't have anything ruby, but whatever.
I do. Hey. It's my favorite. I speak empowerment through these ruby lips.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wear ruby lips. Otherwise, I would.
Well, you basically told me don't wear any other color. You did. Do you remember that?
What happened?
And when we traveled, we were getting ready to go somewhere, and we all got dressed. We get in the car, and we get downstairs. You look at me just out the blue, and you said to me, like it when you wear other color lipsticks. I was like, you was like, yeah, remember that little phase you was going through with the pink. Nude pink? It was like ashy, and that really didn't look good on you. I like it when you wear the red.
That's true.
You said that. Do you remember that?
I don't, but I'm sure I did say that. That is how I felt about it. So.
And that's how you still feel?
Yeah, that's how I still feel. She can rock it. She's one of the few people who can't. I can't.
Well, but I can't do nude, and you do nude very well.
Well, thank you so much. So if I wear red lipstick, then you can say no. No, thank you. Yeah, kind of that. All right, so let's jump into these topics.
Okay, all right. So our first question. In light of the women's movement, the Time's Up, Metoo movement, are men now afraid to approach women to ask out on a date or to even compliment them?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so,
I think
too.
they should be.
You think they should be. I don't want them to be afraid, and I believe that they are too. I don't want them to be afraid, but I think that they just need to be cognizant as to the proper way, the appropriate way to do it.
But that's the problem. What's the definition of that?
Oh, okay.
Can you tell your secretary, oh, you look so nice today. I like the way you did your hair. If she's changed her hair, you can't compliment your secretary on her hair change?
I think you can. And that doesn't mean to me that I think you know when somebody is trying to make sexual advances at you.
Oh, I know.
Right?
But some people are taking it too far. Like,
Yes.
We're thinking about,
True.
like, what's his name? What's the comedian's name? I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but
That's okay. What's his name? Aziz?
Aziz.
Yeah. I don't know the full story.
Okay.
However, they went on a date, right?
They went on a date. I don't know if they knew each other, had met face to face beforehand, but they had communicated beforehand, and they went on a date. And after the date, he invited her back to his place, where they both engaged in oral sex.
Okay.
And
oral sex on each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my understanding. I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna go with it. Go ahead.
And then, she said she did not want to have sex, and so he said, fine. And then the next day he texted us like, it was so good meeting you. We had such a good time. And so, and then once the Me Too movement gets going and people are being outed, I don't know how long ago this date was, then she accused him of sexual assault or impropriety because he didn't pick up on his verbal clues.
On her non-verbal. No, that's okay. On her non-verbal clues.
He should have been able to read on her face that she didn't want to have sex. And
so did she have sex?
They didn't. Well, she
didn't
want to commit the act altogether. Like, she was hesitant about performing oral sex on him, but he didn't read the non-verbal clues that she was giving him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they shouldn't be scared, but I can understand them being scared.
Yes, I can
so
too.
It's saying because it just depends on the intention of the person that's receiving the compliment or the words or whatever and how it looks you boss, good job, Betty, or it just depends on how long you know that. Like, it's just so many things, but you really have to know that person. And Aziz probably didn't feel like he did anything wrong, which he didn't.
No, because it sounded like they was just on a date, and he probably didn't read her. Non-verbal. Yeah,
cues.
non-verbal.
First of all, what the fuck is a non-verbal cue?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What did she do? Cross her eyes? Like, did she spell no with her eyes like that? And
spin around 3 times. Spin around 3 times.
How did she do that? What's a non-verbal clue?
Yeah, that's not fair. I don't think that's fair to him or other guys. Yeah. So I get that.
Right. So she got dismissed quickly though. So that's the good thing. Other women were like, bullshit. Let's stop.
Okay.
Cut that out. So that's the good thing. So I don't think he suffered anything. But I do think...
However, I think he did, because I think that if you think about the psychology of that, when we hear his name now, we still are going to link it with whatever... Was it sexual? Was it not? Was it?
I know. I just look at him as honestly. I kind of look at him as a victim, like of the Me Too movement, in a sense. Like, oh, that poor guy. Like, I probably would give him more support because he was fucked over like that by her.
Okay,
she attempted to.
In a positive way.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we associate certain negative acts with a person's name, then every time we say the name, the brain always goes back to whatever that negative, whether it was negative or positive.
Right. So, but it comes to question too, like, does accusing somebody warrant, like, them taking a fall or losing their job or being discredited in some type of way?
No.
So that's the thing. There's not a thin line, but there's a fine line in the sand. It's like, this is not, and we have to stand by those men who did not commit, that we don't feel did not commit sexual assault, just like we stand by women who say that they have been. We're supposed to believe them to a certain extent, but if your story is bullshit, we should be able to call bullshit without being attacked at the same time.
Right, when we find out that it's bull.
Right.
And in addition to that, I think what will help the movement is when men join in when women are saying Me Too. When something has happened, don't just be quiet, right? I think you should rally with the women too, so that we can rally with you.
Yeah.
So,
you
but
have some men trying to jump in and they're getting their asses handed to them here and there.
really,
Hell yeah. And they're like, oh, you should have said something sooner. Oh, well, like everybody has a criticism, but that's social media, right? So everybody's gonna find something wrong with anything you say.
yeah.
So it's no, it is what it is.
But I do think, back to our question, the whole thing about men having it, are men now afraid to approach women? I think that they are. I think that in the workplace, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that there is some pause now. I think there should be pause because I think you need to think first before you move forward.
Right.
However, I don't like the fact that all the inappropriate or the lying, blaming, right? And then women, we have to learn to speak up. And I know that there are so many reasons why we don't speak up.
Right.
And what we were taught for so many years, right? Be quiet, be pretty, sit back, it's no big deal. And then people, in society will blame, they'll shame a victim in a minute, a rape victim in a minute. Well, you should not have worn that. You shouldn't have looked this way. You shouldn't be, which is so disgusting within itself. So there are plenty of reasons why women don't tell and don't use their voice. But that's why I'm glad the movement is here because come on, ladies. Please use your voice.
Yeah.
And men.
And men too. I don't think that I think that we should if a man gives you an appropriate compliment, say thank you and be appreciative. Like, your hair is nice. I noticed you changed your hair. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just say thank you.
Look at it as that. It's just a compliment about my hair.
Right. And there are inappropriate comments. So there's a differentiation between the two. I think, but we have to stand firm. Like, just because somebody compliments you on your hair or your outfit doesn't mean that they have harassed you sexually. And if you notice a chick at your job trying to make that an issue, then stop her in her tracks. At the same time, if you notice a boss that is being inappropriate, like, oh, I like the way that dress is fitting your curves and all that kind of stuff, then you're supposed to put a stop to that as well. So the thing of it is don't make the movement become watered down.
Yes.
And
discounted.
Yeah, because then it's just like,
now
crying
it's just
wolf.
Like, you minimize it.
It makes it here we go again.
That's right, yeah.
So,
opposed to people actually listening to it and thinking that we need to do something and stand up.
We need to support the victims, and that's what it's all about, is supporting the victims.
Yes.
And don't turn it into something it's not because you think it's going to get you some type of notoriety or get you a check.
And so I would say to guys, still, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Right? Shoot your shot outside of the workplace.
Yeah, I don't think you should be asking on dates at the job.
Not at the workplace. Just don't do it.
Nope.
Just don't do it. Yeah, just don't do it.